First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burger King. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. So, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. How good is Xander Zayas? I think he's from New York. I know he's Puerto Rican. I don't know if he's from Puerto Rico, though. I think he's from New York. But Xander Zayas fights at 154. Want to say he's 16-0 now. Yeah, 16-0 with 10 knockouts. So, he defeated I don't even remember the guy's name, but he won. He won by unanimous decision in an 8-round fight. It was the co-main to the TO fight. Been checking you out for a while, Xander. And I just feel like it's time I get my thoughts on you. I haven't made a video about you. Just want to cover you. Just want to say what I think. Look, before I get to that, I just want to make some shit very clear. And I'm going to tell you something. Don't come in my motherfucking comment section with that bullshit. Don't bring your motherfucking ass in there. Normally, I just cover black fighters anyway. So, listen. But I just got to talk about old Xander. So don't bring no flags in here gang banging and shit with me, cause I'm not gonna gang bang with you. You know, I'm really on some black shit. But yeah, I like old Xander and I'm just gonna talk about him and say what I think. So when it comes to boxing, at this point, I think boxing is exciting as shit. Even through all the corruption, boxing is exciting as shit. I talk a lot of shit, and one would think boxing just, there's nothing good about it. It's some exciting shit going on in boxing. Last night was a hell of a goddamn fight. Yeah, you can go check out my post-fight video. I ain't gonna talk too much on it. But T.O. definitely put on a hell of a goddamn performance. Hell of a fucking performance. And I also want to use him as an example to say, you know, T.O., he's 20-0 now. He only had 19 fights at the time. 20 fights because he had one loss to Cambosa. He only had 20 fights coming into the Josh Taylor fight. He fought Loma when he only had like 15 to 16 fights. He fought Richard Comey. He fought Nakatani. He fought some tough dudes when he only had 14 to 15 fights. At this point, bro, Top Rank, you know, I don't know what the fuck PBC doing with their prospect. They don't have very many for one. But at this point, Top Rank is running the show when it comes to prospects. And I just want to talk about it because at this point, we got some prospects. Some of them ain't ready. Like Haven Brady Jr., I'm a huge fan. But I want to see some more fights. Brian Norman Jr., I'm a huge fan. But I got to see some more looks, bro, before I say, okay, I want to see him against... But now, when it comes to Brian Norman Jr., I do think he need a good step-up fight. I take that back. I think he need a good step-up fight. But it's a couple of them that I think they still maturing. But it's some of them, bro, that we got to put them out there, bro. We got to figure out what they going to do and what they about. Jared Anderson, bro, I don't know how many more tune-ups you're going to give him. He's a contender at this point, bro. Jared Anderson, his next fight should be against Dylan White. That's a perfect fight for him. Jared Anderson should fight Dylan White. Or some shit like that. Or fight F.A. Fight F.A. Jogba. That should be Jared Anderson next fight. Dylan White, F.A. Jogba, some shit like that. Or Kalnoski. Keyshawn Davis. Let me tell you something, bro. For one, I want to see the Frank Morton fight. It's too much talk. I want to see that fight. But next year, Keyshawn Davis is a contender. Keyshawn Davis should be fighting for a world title at 135 next year. Next year, I would love to see Keyshawn Davis in a fight against Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I would love to see him against Jermaine Ortiz. Them the kind of fights I want to see Keyshawn Davis with, because that's how fast developed he is. That shit ain't cap, bro. He developed fast as shit, bro. He only got, 6 fights? He ready, bro. That shit is not cap. And even if it is cap, I just want to put him out there to find out if it really is. I don't think the shit cap. Abdullah Mason, what he only got about 6, 7 fights? That motherfucker ready next year. Bruce Shushu Carrington, he's ready next year, bro. Some of these fighters you just gotta put them out there, bro. You know, when Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard fought each other, they barely had 20 fights or some shit. Yeah, Tommy Hearns was 25-0 and he won, but 21 at the time, and some shit like that. At this point, bro, you gotta test. That's why a lot of these fighters ducking. That's why a lot of these fighters unsure of themselves. You're not testing them right, bro. We are babying the shit out of these fighters, and I think they being built too slow. Some of these fighters just ready, bro, and like I said, we won't know it until they get out there. So, Edgar Berlanga, though, I'm gonna say this about him. I like it as a fighter, and as a person. I listened to his interview. I like Edgar Berlanga. That motherfucker he just get that vibe that he just a regular dude, bro. He don't play for the camera, and he got a lot of sauce and shit. Motherfucker swaggerific and shit. I like that motherfucker. No cap, I really like Edgar, but somewhere along the line, because he came out, he was 14-0 with 14 knockouts. Edgar Berlanga was running through some shit, and he even said that he lost focus. He started partying, he started doing different shit, and he became a star at a very, very young age. But at this point, I think Edgar Berlanga finna get that Canelo fight. And why not? And for all you motherfuckers no, he gotta fight Benavidez. Bro, if Canelo can duck Jamal and Andre, at this point, I don't care who he fight. I told you, I don't care if Canelo golf for the rest of his life or some shit. Boxing don't need Canelo. You know what? I'm glad I just said this. I've never said boxing don't need Canelo. It's bigger than Canelo, bro. Canelo's not that good, bro. Canelo might have a tooth and nail fight with Jaime Munguia. Real shit, because motherfuckers talk that shit. Jaime Munguia fought a tough fighter in Derenchenko. That shit is not cap, and it's a reason why Canelo never fought Derenchenko, bro. And Derenchenko beat Triple G. That motherfucker a tough ass fighter. So, like I said, at this point, he might have a tooth and nail fight with Jaime Munguia. So, at this point, I don't care who Canelo's ducking. You know, I'm really more interested in this young crop and this young breed of fighters. Like I said, Xander Zayas. Listen, bro, I got some advice for you, pimpin'. And I said that shit to let you motherfuckers know, because some of you, because I know the shit that I'm finna say is gonna fuck some of you motherfuckers up. And you gonna say I'm just, bro, you overdoing. I don't give a fuck, but I'm just explaining to you, bro. Fighters need to fight, bro. Fighters need more competition, bro. Like, it's so many fighters that they're not reaching their full potential because they fighting bullshit ass fighters over and over again, and they get bored. That's why when they step up, they lose, bro. That's when they finally step up after they got 30 fights. Jaime Munguia didn't step up after he had over 40 fights, bro. Maybe that Derenchenko fight wouldn't have been as tough if he had been matched up tougher earlier in his career, instead of having over 40 fights with no competition, bro. So, Xander Zayas, this is my advice to you, pimpin'. For one, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Jahad Tucker is calling you out, bro. He been calling you out. I ain't heard you respond, bro. Just want to know how you feel about it. I want to know what you think about it. I wish you get back at him. I'm real big on fighters responding when a motherfucker call his name. You know, so that's a fight I want you in. That's a fight I would love to see, because both of y'all still young in your career, and it's a good career defining fight, and it's a fight that could take you to the next level. So I would really like to see it against Jahad Tucker. But the fight that I really think you should fight next, I'm talking about the next fight. This is a fight that's gonna make you shit or get off the pot. I want to see you against Danny Garcia at 154. You can do that shit in Madison Square Garden, or you can go to Philly. I don't give a fuck how you do it. That's the fight for you, bro. That's another Puerto Rican. Danny need to pass the torch. Listen, Danny's still good, and he got some shit. And it's a dangerous fight. Don't get it twisted. Because you need to be in a fight like that. You need to be in a fight where a motherfucker can knock you out, bro. Danny got that kind of power. But also, Danny got slow feet. You're very athletic. You're very quick. You got the speed. This is one of them fights. It's a perfect fight for you because so far you just been using your athleticism, bro. You just using your God-given talents. This fight, you're gonna have to use your mind, bro. And at this point, I don't even question you, bro. I think you got the goods. I think you got it all, bro. But I just don't know about the trainers. I just think a lot of trainers these days, they don't. Because that fighter you fought last night, bro, in the 4th round, you was nose to nose with him. And he was just landing shit on you. And he had no power, though. But he was landing shit on you that he shouldn't even landed, bro. He was nowhere in your league, bro. And I felt like a lot of times fighters get bored, bro. And you got bored in there. You got too much talent for the fighter you fought in this last fight. But you did do a great job. You did a great job. I love the combinations. And I love the jab. And I love the fact that you go to the body. Your body work is more impressive than anything. And you got a slick-ass uppercut. You got a great arsenal, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, Danny Garcia, I'm telling you right now, and they could probably put that on pay-per-view. That fight right there, bro, will take you to the next level. And I think you can beat him. Danny Garcia is a natural counterpuncher. You got the hand speed. You got the foot speed. You can outbox him, bro. You can outbox. And Danny has been very inactive. So, now Danny 2-3 years ago, no, I would never ask you. I would never even request you to go in there with him because he was far too dangerous. But at this point, bro, I'm telling you, that's a good fight for you. And that's a fight that's going to put you all the way on the map. So, and like I said, with discipline, bro, that's one of them fights where with discipline, I pick you to beat him. With discipline, though, not just your natural skills and talent, bro. You will have to show a lot of discipline. You will have to really, because you got a good jab, bro, but and a lot of young fighters, I'm noticing this, bro. Y'all give up on your jab halfway through the fight. You give up on the jab and you start just looking for a knockout shot. And also, just work on being a better finisher when you got your opponent hurt. Just like, now I'm going to tell you another thing. In the first round, I want to say, you threw a mean-ass counter right when you dropped them. You should have stopped them right then and there. But also, you stopped countering. You just started being, when you're offensive, you offensive, and when you're defensive, you're defensive. But work on your counters more. But Danny is a fighter, bro, that'll get you ready. And he going to make you be on your P's and Q's because Danny got devastating power. So, that's what I would like to see you. If you don't fight Jahad Tucker, bro, Danny Garcia is the next fight for you. You got to have a step up, bro. At this point, you 16-0, bro. You big as shit. You going to get bigger. I see you fighting all the way up to light heavyweight. You big as shit, bro. And you got a lot of talent, but you must be tested, bro, because if they keep moving you slow as they moving you. I understand you're only 20 years old, bro. Mike Tyson, when he became the heavyweight champion of the world, when he was 21, I'm telling you, bro, we got to get back to that shit. I'm tired of you motherfuckers. I'm tired of these promoters and motherfuckers that think that a fighter can't be great till he's 25 now. Yeah, you can't be great till you 25 and damn near 30 now or some shit. So, bro, I just want to see you tested. You got to be tested, bro, so we can see where you're at and so you can further progress in your career. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.